Hi Mao, I enjoyed your video commentary on the MLK Day at the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston, which raised a lot of interesting things. I think you're absolutely right that there's a certain way in which the performance at the end of the Marvin Gaye song "What's Going On" was a sort of beautiful and powerful expression for the audience of their hope. What's going on, of course, being the inauguration of Barack Obama the next day. So there's a kind of particular way that music in American public culture, and really globally, the last few months, has come to signify all sorts of things about this transitional historical moment. But I was especially interested, and I thought you could even develop more, the interesting ironies around that final moment as you were waiting to get your coat back. When the guy comes up and says, "Oh, did you go to the photography exhibition?" with no acknowledgement of the MLK celebration that was swirling around everybody. And that was a certain way, I mean, who knows, it's hard to decode these things, but it's certainly symptomatic of some very complex racial politics that go on at major American cultural institutions, such as the Museum of Fine Arts, which gets its primary viewership, obviously, in donor base from white folks, has been trying self-consciously to reach out to a more diverse audience. It's physically located very close to Dorchester and Roxbury, of course, would love to be able to tap into that community. Hasn't always done that with great success, and so MLK Day is sort of one day to do that. But of course, that's being actively resisted by lots of other people, consciously or unconsciously, on the white side of the divide. So it's not just that, well, people go to museums for different reasons or with different agendas, but that there is a politics of race, to some extent of class as well, that governs how people experience and are perhaps even treated by the MFA. And I suppose in a rather, what I'm sure he meant to be an entirely nice way, this white guy was establishing a certain degree of solidarity with you by asking if you've seen the photography show, but not, of course, raising the possibility that there was a sort of another reason you might have been there. So we just need to continue to be sensitive that these institutions for public enlightenment are themselves, in sometimes obvious and sometimes subtle ways, battlegrounds in which people work out and struggle over the constitution of, for example, American society, in which issues of race and inclusiveness and belonging are still unresolved, even, ironically, on this remarkable day, the day before the inauguration of the president's first African American, the nation's first African American president. But very nice commentary, raises great issues. Thanks.